guys. Today I'm gonna have a pregnancy update for you all. I don't even know when my last one was. I know that I planned on doing one at 35 weeks and it didn't happen. Then 36 weeks, didn't happen. 37 weeks, didn't happen. And now I'm just a couple of days shy of 39 weeks. So we're gonna get it done. Get it done. Might be the last one, or who knows, it could be back in a week and feel like filming another one. We'll see. So it's gonna be a pregnancy update. I'll try to keep that part short because I also have just some supplies and things like that to show you guys. Since you know I am having a home birth, I know some people want to see the supplies that go with that. So the pregnancy update will be first, and then the supplies. That way you can kind of, if you don't want to see all the supplies that are needed for that, if you don't need to know or want to know, you can quit when that happens. Or if you're more here for that, you know, fast forward a little bit to the end and we'll get to that part. I'll show you a belly bump real quick before we get started here. I have to move you back. Can you see? I have to sit on my tippy toes, but there is belly for you guys. Scoot you back to me. So like I said, I am just a few days, I think 3 days shy of 39 weeks. I had my midwife appointment today, and my fundus, my uterus, is measuring at 40 weeks already, which is a 2-week jump from last week when she came. So either he grew big or my uterus grew big. It is common when you've had multiple kids to measure about a week ahead. So since I am kind of close to 39 weeks, I guess that's not too bad, right? It's not a full 2 weeks ahead. She says she thinks he feels the same size as most of my bigger babies. I don't have big babies. High 7s to 8, we'll see. My biggest baby so far, 7'13". So we'll see. He does not feel huge to me. I am carrying just kind of all out in the front, and she said that's another reason why it could be bigger. There's not a lot over here. It's just all out in the front. So, oh, I thought I put that on silent. Hold on. One of my YouTube friends is, we text back and forth a lot. We've gotten to know each other well. Tiffany from Blessed Bayers. She's due exactly 1 week ahead of me. So we have been really good texting friends, just with all the, you know, end of pregnancy complaints and curiosities and fun things too. We text back and forth about all that. It has been fun. I enjoy it. Anyway, so we'll get to the update. So measuring at 40, I'm almost 39. His heart rate was great. My blood pressure is doing good. Weight wise, y'all know I've been sick this pregnancy. I am still nauseous multiple times throughout the day. I do not throw up very much. I maybe throw up like once a week. But I feel like I'm going to. And so that keeps me from wanting to eat as much. I buy every heartburn supplement there is to man, and I do all the little tricks, and they do ease it some. It never goes completely away. So that makes me not want to eat. So weight wise, I'm just right at, depending on time of day, 10, 11 pounds is what I've gained. I had gotten up there for a little bit. I craved carbs real bad for about a month, and y'all know if you've watched my other pregnancy things, I was not craving carbs at all. I was craving protein, which I also think was helping not gain a lot of weight. But I had about a month, maybe not that long, might have been a couple of weeks, where I craved carbs, and I put on like 5 extra pounds, and then when I quit craving the carbs, those 5 pounds went away. And so yeah, I'm at between 10 to 12, just depends on the day, the time of day, for weight gain. So that's good. I am already a little overweight. That's not, you know, we're not lying here. That's just life. So it's good not to gain too much. With my last, with my 5th, I gained 15. And I think I weighed a little bit more starting this go around. And then I do eat a lot of Trim Healthy Mama. I would say like 80 to 90% of my diet is that, and then sometimes I'll just eat whatever my family's having for dinner because that's easier. So it might be a regular potato, mashed potatoes, things like that, or it might be a burger and french fries with a chocolate shake, because let's be real, I'm pregnant and sometimes that sounds good. But I think that eating good about 80% of the time is helping, and the heartburn and nausea are keeping it from getting too bad. So weight gain, not too bad. I don't have a lot of swelling. If I have a day where I am up a whole lot, I'll have the normal, my feet might be a little puffier that night. Like if I'm out just doing a whole bunch of stuff, or I cleaned a whole bunch. I'm having lots of pressure, lots and lots of pressure. He is head down. He's in a perfect position. He's exactly want his back to be on, you know, the left side a little bit, where they're curling around like this way, because that's the shorter trip out of the canal than over on your right side. So he is head down, he's in my pelvis, and the pressure is, I don't think you always have pressure at the end, but this kid takes the cake on pressure. I told Aaron the other day, I'm like, I'm just gonna have to go in there and pull him out because I can't take this pressure anymore. Standing, sitting, just constantly all the time. And it might be TMI, but it almost makes my down there regions sore by the end of the day because there's so much pressure. I am having lots of cramping. I am having contractions. They like to call it prodromal labor. To me, it's practice labor. Your body is doing its thing. It's preparing. It has work it needs to do before the real thing kicks in. I did this with Aria, and you know, she had a real smooth labor, and so maybe that'll help, but I did a lot of it with Aria. I have had a couple of false alarms. I thought for sure a couple nights ago I was in labor. And right when I went to wake up Aaron and like call my mom and call the midwife, right when I went to do all those things, I noticed I had skipped a contraction, because for a little over 2 hours, I had them every 5 minutes, where they were like, I would have to bend over, you know, wasn't walking through these. Yeah, 5 minutes apart for over 2 hours. And then right when I went to wake everyone up, they just quit. I was like, I skipped one, I'm gonna wait a minute. And then they kind of just fizzled out. But that's what the body does. It has to prepare itself. So let it do its job. But yeah, I'm very crampy a lot throughout the day, contract a lot, especially at night. Whew. And what was I gonna say? Oh, pubic, your pubic bone pain. If you have that when you're pregnant, oh, I have it every time towards the end, where it's just like, you don't wanna lift up your legs. That's gonna hurt. It's hard to get on the bed, off the bed. This time around, it has been worse. I don't know if that's to do with age, position, size, I don't know. But it has been really bad, to the point the other night I was in tears, and I'm not a crier. I hate crying in front of people, but I could not get on the couch, I could not get on the bed, I could not walk. I had had a really full day, doing way more than I normally do, and I think I just overdid it in that area maybe, and it was just awful. But that passed, thank goodness. I had to spend the whole next day just either on my ball or laying down, and I would just do on my ball like pelvic rocks to really get that area kind of not stretched in a bad way, but a nice relaxed stretch, and help him to, maybe he needed to shift forward a little bit, who knows, or shift back or whatever. And the pelvic rocks, if I would do that for just like 5 minutes, I could walk for a little bit. And then once I sat or laid somewhere regular, I was back to where I couldn't walk. So I did that all day long. I either did that, and then I'd walk for a little bit and then lay down. And that helped a lot. I can now walk. I'm still having some of the pain, but more of a normal end of pregnancy pelvic pain, and not like I am dying. I do have a little bit. Aria's birth was so fast, you know, I felt no pain at all in labor with her until 10 minutes before she was in my arms. So that has me a little on edge. I don't, the last 2 weeks almost, I don't go places alone. I make sure I take an adult with me, and this labor could be completely different than hers. I could feel it for a whole day, 18 hours, 10 hours, 6 hours, who knows. But just knowing I've done that once, there is a chance I could do it again. So I don't go places alone, and I've been just kind of staying home low-key, which during this quarantine makes it pretty easy. Our state is opening. Hold on just a minute. I haven't been vlogging or filming much, so my daughter comes up. What are you doing in there? Talking to yourself. Anyway, I don't know what I was saying, but yeah, I don't go places alone, things like that, just in case something like that happens and I start all of a sudden, oh, I feel like baby's coming, someone get me to the car, and just staying home more often. What else? I'm not near as hungry lately, but that comes with nausea, heartburn, and just less room. So sometimes I'll feel starving and I only eat, you know, that much. The last 2 days, I just have been eating to make sure I eat, like little bitty things. I'm not really hungry, I just eat because I know I have to. What else can I update y'all on? Everything's going pretty well. So, yeah, I can't think of anything else that you might need to know. Everything's going pretty smooth. I will go ahead and show you some of the stuff, and just different little things I have. I'm looking to see what I want to show first. So this here I have 2 of these. I have one for the bathroom that's in my bedroom, and I have one for my upstairs bathroom. It's not really stairs, there's like 3 stairs that go up my bedroom to the rest of the house. I call it the upstairs. So I have 2 of these baskets. I just got these from Dollar Tree, and what I have in here is, these are Depends, like adult diapers. I know if you go to the hospital, oftentimes you get mesh panties, and I do have that in my birth kit. But I've heard from a lot of home birthers and even hospital birthers that adult diapers are kind of the way to go. So we're gonna give that a try this go around. I wanted to last go around and I just never got to it. So this is the one from down here in my room, but the one upstairs is identical to it. I just have, well, I have 5 of those in here just in case I'm down here and need to change it, or up there and need to change it. And then I just put a whole bunch of regular pads in here for when I'm kind of done with this and I want to move to these. It's already in there and ready to go, because I probably won't use the Depends for more than just a couple of days, and then I'll be ready for pads, but just so I have them stocked in the bathroom. I also have breast pads tucked in here, just because I always forget to, when I go to take a shower, I'll always forget to take my breast pads with me. So I thought, well, I'll just keep some. I got a little bundle of them here. I'll just keep some in the bathroom, and then I can't forget. Or even if I'm just going to the bathroom and I realize I need to change a pad, it's right there and handy. And then I also have this Earth Mama Herbal Perennial Spray. So that is for your downstairs area, and it's just for after birth. If you're sore down there, just, you know, need a little refresher down there. It even says that. It says take care down there. So yeah, put it in your birth bag, take it with you, and you just squirt it on your lady parts, and that just helps healing, helps it to feel a little better, a little less sore and tender, and just kind of refreshes it. So this is one of those baskets. Like I said, another one in a different bathroom, just so I'm never hollering like, hey, someone bring me this, hey, someone bring me that. These are the things I'm pretty sure I know I'll need while I'm in the bathroom. So I have those ready to go. And then I also have 2 different buckets here. This one, this is just, I plan on probably birthing in my room. It has a bathroom, it has chairs, a bed, a couch, just all places, good places to squat, good amount of space. So I plan on being in here. Of course, I'll probably walk throughout my house, but I have all my birth stuff down in here. So in this bucket, I have one, the robe. I usually birth naked, but I don't labor necessarily naked. I wear my hospital gown till right before and we take it off. So I was thinking, I just went out and bought myself a robe, just a black robe from Target. Now this cinch is white, and I have another robe for after. But anyway, robe, I figure I can labor in this and just kind of, I don't have to wear my bra or my panties. I can be naked in case all of a sudden baby's coming, because I tend to do that. I tend to go from 4 to, oh my gosh, baby's coming, very quickly. So I won't have to worry about taking anything off. And then I'm one of those, baby comes out, lift them up, they go straight to my chest. They don't leave that area for a good couple of hours. So with the robe, we can, you know, have baby come out. And if my robe is still on, we can just open the robe, set the baby on my chest, and kind of close the robe. That way I'm not exposed, because my children will be a part of the birth. They'll be at home, and with me, obviously I'm at home. And they can be as active or as inactive as they want, is what I've told them. If they're comfortable being in the room with me as I birth, that is perfectly fine with me. I told them I will not be embarrassed if they see any parts of my body. They have before, but it's been 5 years. They're all older now, since they've been at my last birth. They've been at every birth but one, the ones who were here. I've been at every one but one, which was Violet's. So they've seen these things, but it's been 5 years. They're all much older. But I did tell them that that's not an embarrassing part for mommy, that's just natural. It's not like I'm just walking around the house naked for the fun of it. So if they see those parts, they can remember that mommy's not embarrassed, but if it embarrasses you, you are free to leave and go anywhere in the house you want to go. So it's just up to them. But I thought the robe would help me feel like I have the freedom to not wear undergarments, but be covered, for the sake of those around me that don't just want me walking around naked. But I can get naked easily if I need to. See there? I also have 2 shower curtains, just clear plastic shower curtains. This is from Dollar Tree. This was from Walmart because I was doing a pickup order and I thought I'm gonna have 2. Obviously this is, I think it was only $1 cheaper, or 97 cents cheaper. And what these are for is, one of them is for my bed. So for my bed, I will put down the clean, nice sheet I want to have on there for afterbirth on my bed first. Then I will put down a shower curtain when I'm in labor, not beforehand because that would be annoying. Put down the shower curtain and then an old sheet on top that is clean, but it's old and I don't mind it getting messy. And then I'll have pads underneath me. I'll show you all my pads in a minute. To keep that sheet a little protected too and just absorb things. But that way, after labor, we can remove the pads, remove the sheet, remove this, but I will have a sheet on my bed, so my bed will be made. I can just climb up in bed with the baby and everyone's good to go, and I won't be running my mattress or anything like that. So that's what one of these is for. And then I thought I'm gonna get 2 just in case I end up wanting to labor on a couch or a chair, or right after baby comes out. Maybe I'm having the baby on the ground, like on all 4s, or you just don't know. And then after that, I want to go sit on a couch or a chair, just to protect from extra leakage. I can have one of these underneath whatever pad we also put down. So just for extra protection, I got 2 of those. And then also in this bucket, I just have towels. There's 4 towels in here, and I just picked ones that were already kind of getting ratty, or a little stained here or there, but they're clean. That way I can run them and not feel bad. So I brought 4, or I didn't bring them, I have 4, and they're in this bucket. And then in Hudson's little laundry basket here, I put 4 washcloths in here, for if I want a cold cloth on my face while I'm in labor. These are just ones I already had, I just washed them. In case I want a cold cloth. My kids and husband know where these are kept all the time, in the kitchen drawer. But we'll be down here, and just in case someone else goes to look for them, they won't have to be looking, searching around, or you know, maybe we use up a lot of these and they're all dirty and I go into labor and there's no clean washcloths. I mean, life happens. So I took 4 out of the drawer when we were washing them the other day. So I just took 4 out of the laundry basket actually, and folded them and stuck them in this laundry basket. And then my mom brought over 4 of her older towels here. She washed and brought those over. And then these are absorbent sheets. They're waterproof and everything. Not sheets. I'll show you. They're big pads. They are absorbent. And they're very large. Okay, and they're just, you wash them. So they're not disposable. You would wash them. So she brought over 3 of those as well, just so we have all kinds of mess-free items. Hopefully make cleanup easy. So those are some of the things I have there. And I've shown everyone where all these things are. I'm trying to keep them out in the open so they can see. Now this is not, I still have my birth box and I'll show you that. This is not for birth, but this is just what I do with all my babies. I keep a basket. My nightstand has a bottom shelf. I keep a basket under there, and in the basket I keep diapers for middle of the night changing, so that way I'm not going to the changing table. I keep wipes, and this is just a lifesaver to not have to get out of bed unless I need to get out of bed. You know what I mean? I just sit up, put a little blanket under them, change them, go on. I got breast pads. I have my Earth Mama nipple butter. I think that's gonna focus for you guys. And then I have 2 onesies and a sleeper and a gown in case they have a leak or an explosion or spit up. And then I have a couple of little receiving blanket type things in case they need it to be wrapped in or go under them to change them, or just a blanket. Maybe their blanket gets dirty. And then I have some Burp Racks. So that's not birth related, but I like to keep that by my bed, and I do that for months and months and months until they, you know, quit waking up at night for frequent diaper changes and clothes changes and stuff like that. So that goes on my nightstand. Move this stuff out of my way. Okay, and then this is the birth box. This is from a website called In His Hands. If I remember, I will link it. And it's just very basic. Oh, one thing that was not in here, but my friend crocheted this. It's to weigh the baby. It's for my midwife. She used the same midwife as I am. So I'm giving it to her. I keep forgetting to give it to her. So it's in my birth box so she can take it. But this is what they use. They hook the scale to this and the baby sits inside, and that's how they weigh the baby. So there's that. Now in this box, a huge majority of it is like Chuck's pads. Okay, so we have like this package. These, which are even bigger, Chuck's pads. And then we even have these two. So there will be no shortage of Chuck's pads to follow me around the house, right? If I want to be in bed, in that chair, on that couch, upstairs, on my upstairs couch, in my bathroom, in this bathroom, in my dining room, wherever I may be. If I am leaking bodily fluids, I'm covered. So, got all those. Okay, and then we also have the mesh panties. I feel like y'all are far away to see this stuff. Let's move you forward a little bit. This has the mesh panties inside, plus those big pads that you put inside the mesh panties. So I got two of those, and I plan on just using my diapers. So if I don't use these, I can pass them along. Or I might decide I want them, but it's not my plan. Okay, now this has been, we rummaged through it the other night, so it's kind of a mess. Two of these cold packs for down to heal your, you know, lady parts. Ice packs, you just break them and they get cold, and yeah, it's nice for right after birth. Now, heating is good for healing, but right after, if you're just kind of tender and sore, these come in real handy. So I got two of those. I also just have three, came with straws. The cup I use around my house is a insulated cup that comes with a straw, so I don't think I'll need it. But hey, you don't know. You might need a straw, so that way in labor you can drink and not be tilting back your head. I got two of the, all of a sudden I can't think of what we call these. You really can't. Peri bottle. Got two of these Peri bottles for after birth. You can put your whatever you want to put in there, whether it's for cleaning or you can put stuff in there that make you feel a little better, like that spray I have. I've got two of those. I also have some more regular pads here. This has hydrogen peroxide and another antiseptic right here. So I got those two things. Now the midwife is the one going to be messing with all this. So she knows better what it's all for. Let's see here. This, we have a whole lot of gloves. So there's a whole bunch of these in here. That's for if she needs to check me, which me and my midwife both agree that cervical checks don't really need to be done too frequently, if at all. So we've already had that discussion. I have not been checked yet. I know sometimes you go to OBs or midwives and you'll start being checked at like 36 weeks. Doesn't really tell you much. Your cervix is not a magic 8 ball, is what I like to say. You could go from a 0 to having a baby in one day. You could be at a 4 for 3 weeks, or vice versa, right? So, and the same thing in labor. I tend to go from a 4 to done real quick. Some people don't. It goes from 4 to 5, you know, some people get stuck. So there are times to check, but you don't always need to be checked. But in case you need to be checked, gloves, and also helping to deliver baby, gloves, right? Keep things sanitary. This is a little clip for the umbilical cord. Can y'all see the lighting? It's kind of bright. Which I have the crocheted ones, and we're gonna attempt to use those. If for some reason we can't get them tight enough, we have this one. We have a little suction bulb, which most babies don't really need to be suctioned, but there is a time and a place where they do. And if they do need to be suctioned, you have that. I don't think any of my babies have ever been suctioned. Let me find something else. There's a lot of repetitive things in here. So I'll find something that's not repetitive. Okay. Woven gauze sponges. We got some gauze. We got more gauze sponges. We have one freezer bag. Placenta maybe? Stick placenta in there. Some of y'all, if you've already had a home birth of any kind, you're probably like, that's not what that's for. or that's not what you call that. You can tell me down in the comments. You can educate me. It's all good. I've never had a home birth, so it's all new to me. This is one of those scrub kits for her hands. Keep the midwife's hands nice and clean. And then this, I'm pretty sure, is just lubricant in case we do need to have checks or we just need lubricant for something down there. Sometimes in labor you do. And then sterile alcohol pads. Oh, there's another straw. Okay, and then this is something that I have no earthly idea. Self-seal sterilization pouch. Not a clue. If you know what that's for, let me know. And then we have his deluxe foot printer. So this would be the ink for that. And this would be his, where his feet print go. And then we fill that out. So that's nice. And then we have this, it looks like the paper you put down like at the doctor's office on the bench. That's what it looks and feels like. I have no clue again. But now you know what's in here. And then after birth I can tell you maybe what I used, what I didn't use, what it was for. And we can laugh at how I didn't know what it was for. Because I've had 5 babies, but again, all in a hospital. And so you just don't, for one thing, pay attention to the supplies as much because you just know, you know, you didn't order them and you didn't store them in your home. You didn't look through them. They were just there. You don't question as much, I feel like, in the hospital. So that is all that's in my birth box. Packing it back up now. And I think that's all the supplies I really have. I will say that I am also, like, on top of my dresser I have a little basket, and that's where I'm putting all my nightgowns in case I'm wearing a nightgown in labor and I need to change. Maybe I got sick or I leaked bodily fluid and I'm not wearing my gown, or my gown got dirty, I need something else. I have nightgowns up there. I also went ahead and laid out the outfit I want to wear when I'm ready to get cleaned up. I have a robe, a nursing bra, and Depends laid out. That way when it's time to get me cleaned up, my husband or mom or whoever is not searching my drawers trying to find what I want. It's just right there and I can be like, I've shown everyone where it is. And I have nursing nightgowns and just all kinds of things laid out, and I've explained to people this is where it is, this is what it's for, so that way after I have him and I'm ready to go and rinse off, I can be like, hey Aaron, grab the postpartum outfit off my dresser over there, and he knows what it looks like. Picking up this, oh, I broke my basket. So anyway, so that's what all that's for, and I have just things set out and explained to people. So I feel like that's a good thing to do. I've even taken pictures and sent to my mom saying this is where this is where that is. So we all know and we're all on the same page. And I've explained kind of my birth plan like you do to everybody. This is what I would like to happen. This is how I feel about all these different things. So anyway, whew, I'm out of breath, y'all, and I'm hot. Can you tell? I'm very hot. Anyway, I think that's it. I didn't have a whole lot of pregnancy updating to do, but I got it done and I showed you all my birth stuff. I love seeing people's birth stuff and what they have gotten ready and hearing just how they think and feel about all the things. I am having some cervical pain, so I'm hoping that means that things are moving along and dilating. Oh, I was going to show you guys a bunch of my vitamins and supplements in this video too, but now it's getting way too long. If that really interests you and you want to see what vitamins and supplements I'm taking, let me know in the comments, and if I have enough people that want to see that, I will hurry and get that filmed beforehand, or I can even do it after. I've been slow on the vlogs lately, but that's just life right now, and I know you all understand. You're all so understanding and supportive. I appreciate it a whole lot. Thank you for understanding and just knowing that I'm getting out what I can get out, and that Mama's just tired right now. And so I'm just giving myself the grace to be tired and to do what I need to do for my family and then rest. I do miss vlogging though. I think that's why I'm talking so much right now. And then birth footage, you know, we're gonna try our best. Some of it might be from a phone, but we will do what we can. I'm excited. I want footage even if it's just for myself. I'm excited to have some birth footage. So anywho, now my tummy's gonna start hurting. I'm gonna let you guys go 'cause I'm having a contraction, so you gotta wait a second. It'll pass. See, that's just what I do at the end. I just have lots of contractions. I did go get my toes done today with my mama. We got our toes done. We're thinking this weekend, if baby's still in, we might go do our fingers. And we'll just treat ourselves until baby comes out, because that's a good thing to remember to do. Treat yourself, spoil yourself a little bit, give yourself grace to rest and relax, because soon baby's gonna be here. And you're not gonna be sleeping any better than you are now, right? I've been sleeping horribly. That is okay. I slept good last night. Anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm just gonna blab and blab and blab because I haven't talked to you guys in so long. I hope you guys are having a great weekend whenever this does come out, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye, y'all.